Welcome to the Rhonda Effect, the podcast dedicated to helping entrepreneurs like you harness the power of intuition and deepen your connection with spirit. I'm your host, Rhonda Ardent, and this is your space to stepping into your power and unleashing the extraordinary potential within you. In a world where understanding the unseen has never been more crucial, we're embracing the age of intuition and awakening to the profound guidance that lies just beneath the surface. Each week, we'll explore how you can strengthen your intuitive abilities, deepen more connection with spirit, and navigate your entrepreneurial journey with clarity and confidence. It's time to awaken to the possibilities, trust your inner wisdom, and transform your life and business from the inside out. Join me on the Rhonda Effect as we embark on this incredible journey together. So let's dive in and discover the power of intuition.
Welcome to the Intuition Unplugged podcast. I am super excited today. It's going to be an amazing session here. But before we begin, I want to let you know that the Intuition Unplugged podcast is sponsored by the Build It Big Network. Today, we have an incredible guest with us who will inspire you to plug in and listen to their intuitive journey at work, rest, and play. As well as my guest today will have the opportunity for a live angel card reading. And that's when things always heat up and the truth always unfolds. Well, hello, listener land. I'm Rhonda, an intuitive who channels messages from spirit in the forms of what I like to call downloads. These downloads are information that I share with my intuitive clients all across North America and sometimes on my podcast. I never know when a download will come over me, and that's what makes this space so special and interesting. We are always live and unedited, and I think it's about time to begin. So in today's episode of the Intuition Unplugged, I am pleased to welcome Melissa Hoyer. Melissa is a certified financial planner and life wealth coach at the Wealth Conservancy. She specializes in helping inheritors navigate complex financial situations, empowering them to manage their wealth wisely and live fulfilling lives. Combining financial planning with a life coach, Melissa brings a holistic approach to guiding clients towards peace and confidence in their financial decisions. Today, Melissa will share the secrets of her success and much more. So get ready for an inspiring and enlightening conversation with the one and only Melissa Hoyer. Melissa, it is so great to have you.
Well, thank you so much. And it is a delight to be here. I really appreciate this.
You are so welcome. I'm super excited. So let's dive right in. And today we're going to talk about, some things that some people don't always think about, but knowing what I know about inheritance and the roller coaster ride of emotion it brings to people, your clients, how do you keep yourself grounded when you're guiding your clients through this sometimes tricky waters?
Right. Well, you're exactly right about that. It can be a very turbulent process to receive an inheritance and to integrate with it and to ultimately become integrated with it and thrive. And I think for me, I have done years and years of work to develop my ability to stay calm.
Oh,
and I feel like that is the greatest gift I can provide a client in a turbulent situation, is to be able to be calm.
Yes.
And, I'm learning a lot about the nervous system right now, which is really exciting to me. And I even noticed you had a podcast on that. So that was really, really good.
Yes.
And, we're all attuning to each other all the time. So I feel like simply by me staying calm and grounded and in love and in peace, that provides an opportunity for my client to feel that and attune to that for themselves as well.
Yes, because not we all, maybe some people that are listening or watching haven't experienced that part of life yet. but it can be pretty emotional. It can be pretty hot, and it can be pretty cold. So I totally appreciate that you have a way of keeping yourself calm and grounded, because it's right. The energy that you're giving off,
Mhm.
your clients are feeling, and that is very important in that part of their life, to feel that calm and be able to go further in peace and ultimately in love, right? So
Right.
that's pretty
It's
cool.
for them to heal, grow, change, transform, integrate. And what, the way that we think of it is when this event happens,
Mm-hmm.
and there's usually something traumatic related to that event when you inherit money,
Of course.
and it throws you into what we call the cauldron of chaos.
Okay.
And you're in this space where you can't go back to your old life, and you don't quite yet know what your new life looks like.
Right.
And all of your reference points have gone away. And it's very disconcerting, right, to not know.
Yeah.
And so the being able to stay calm during that process can make that situation feel more smooth, but it also helps us to access our creativity more easily when we can be in that place and start
Absolutely.
to vision what the life will look like.
Yes. Yes. It must be rewarding for you as well, watching your clients navigate and go through and come to the other side.
Absolutely. And that's why I did the coaching, because years and years and years ago, before I was a coach, I loved what I did,
Yeah.
but it didn't feel complete. And so in that moment, I was listening to my own intuition to say, okay, something's not complete. What will it be?
Yeah.
And um, and then coaching came into my awareness, and it really resonated. So again, I was listening to my intuition saying, okay, there's something here.
Yeah.
And ultimately, I got bit by the coaching bug. And here I am today. And I'm very, very happy with what I do. And I feel um, grateful for that, and grateful for listening to my intuition along the way, because I did get to a place where I'm really, really happy, and it's amazing. And I can do so much more transformative, deep work with clients
Mm,
as a coach versus just the transactional piece of like, okay, let's open this account, let's transfer it here, let's do this and that. And
yeah.
you're
Yeah.
right, it's extremely fulfilling.
Oh, wow. That's incredible. I love that you listened to your intuition and pulled in another component that people really, really need, right? It's not all about the, like you said, move the money here, put it here, do this, do that. You are bringing into their lives something that is very unique. Have you ever
Mhm.
had to use your intuition and guide your clients, knowing what they know and where they're at? You have that nudge or that intuition hit, and you guide your clients that way. Is that something you've done, or is it something that you do?
It is everything I do.
Okay, I love it.
I can't imagine being a financial advisor or coach without just living in your intuition.
Yeah,
And what that means for me is that I'm attuning to myself, attuning to the client, I'm really present with that person,
yeah.
and just noticing what's going on with them, and
Yeah.
reflecting back to them.
Do they ever
And
question you on that? Like, how did you know that? Or what did you like? Did they ever ask you questions about it?
well, I don't my intuition isn't so much like a predictive thing.
Okay.
It's much more of a, I would check it out with them. I'm noticing this. What's going on for you?
Wow.
Mhm.
Wow. You must sometimes people must go, I don't know how she knew that, but yeah, that's what I'm feeling.
I'll have to ask them.
Yeah. That's amazing. That's amazing. And so how long have you been doing this?
I have been a financial planner for 20 years and working with inheritors. And I added the coaching about 15 years ago. I was
Oh,
about 5 years
nice.
in. I realized that this would just make it amazing. So it's been
Yeah.
a
Yeah, and you mentioned about the nervous system.
while.
I love that when you're taking what you're really good at, so the financial end of things, you've pulled in your intuition, and now you're really learning and leaning into regulating your nervous system. And that is so important, because if we're off kilter and, you're obviously going into situations that sometimes are rocky, oh my gosh, the energy must just like be wobbly all over the place if you're not centered.
Mm-hmm. I view it as being the leader from within, right? So if you walk into a room that is rocky and you can feel the tension and you can feel the disagreements and things like that,
Yeah.
for me to walk into that room and notice that and not take it on and decide, what do I want to do about this?
Mm-hmm.
How do I want to show up? How do I want to influence and impact the situation around me?
Yes. Yes. That's so beautiful. You are like that holistic, all-encompassing financial planner, especially for inheritance. That's so cool. That's so cool. Where is it that you want to go? Because we're going to get into this in a little bit, but where do you want to go with all of this?
Well, that's the exciting thing to think about. And, I've arrived at this place where I feel really fulfilled in my work. I love my clients. And so what's next? And what's exciting to think about is, when we're younger and we're building our careers, we're always thinking, well, when this happens, we're going to be happy, or this is a milestone.
Yeah.
And I feel like I am now wanting to expand from joy and happiness, not because I need to get here, there, or someplace else. And right now I am launching a coaching program called Way Into Wealth. And so after all the years of coaching and financial planning, I put together a process that I can do with people. And truly transform their relationship to wealth and become what we call an integrated authority.
Oh.
Is when you are, you feel like you're on top of it. And you know what you know, you know a plan for all the situations where you're not as strong, and you do the things that you excel at, and you are directing your financial team, and you're knowledgeable about what's going on, but you don't have to do all the work. So you're asking for help. And you're most importantly using your resources to make your dreams come true, to do what brings you joy and happiness on the planet.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing. Like, we're going to talk about that in just a minute. So hold on to that. So, okay, but first we're going to take a little break. And if you're curious about this podcast, be sure to follow and subscribe and continue the discussion with us. But first, let's give a high five to our sponsors. I am thrilled to share some love from our sponsor, the Build It Big Network. I'm a proud member and intuitive coach within the Build It Big Network. This supportive membership is all about creating opportunities for professionals and entrepreneurs to develop and grow their skills in business. As a member, you'll have access to the latest resources, interactive masterclasses, and the unique Lounge and Learn Workday experience, which I must say is my personal favorite. Regardless of where you are on your journey, whether you're just starting out or well established, you'll find this a welcoming community where support is both valued and reciprocated. Plus, members enjoy exclusive promo pricing on admin VA services and more. So are you ready to take your business to the next level? Join me and other professionals in the Build It Big Network. Okay, Melissa, we're back. I loved that conversation before the break. And it's a perfect segue. Perfect. Do you want me to give you an angel reading and maybe some downloads from Spirit? Are you okay with that?
I would love that.
Okay. Let's get well, when you were speaking, I felt that, and you obviously nailed it before I even spoke it. You are going to be doing something a little different with people and bringing them to the next level. It's not going to be about where your inheritance is going. It's almost like the inheritance within. And that's what I keep hearing, the inheritance within. And you're going to be elevating those people that they want more out of life. It's not that they don't care about the money. It's they They want more out of their internal inheritance, because we're all born with a birthright, and you are tapping into that and giving that to your clients around the world. And it's something very, very special that spirit is like nodding, saying, yes, yes, yes. It's that inner inheritance. I love that. Love that.
Thank you. Well said.
You're welcome. So let's see what the cards have to say. Now, one of them already fell out, and I'll let you read that in a minute, or I'll tell you about that in a minute. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. The first one that came out is called Charity, Prayer and Contemplation. Connect with heaven, ask and you shall receive. So what I picture from this is exactly what you're doing. You are giving the world a brighter light. You are centered, you are focused, and you are projecting outward. Ask and you shall receive. So that thing, that very thing that you've been asking for has been received, and it's going out into the world. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. That's the one that fell out. The one that I pulled is right here. And it is El Moira, Awakening Presence. The universe is with you. Wear a cloak of protection and love. So what I feel about this card is the universe is with you. Ask and you shall receive. The universe is with you. Always protect yourself, because you are going into those situations that the emotions are high. You don't want to have that energy cling on to you. You know, that's your nervous system. You understand that. You get it. Ask and you shall receive. The universe is with you. You are the authority in what you're bringing to the world. And I think these are amazing. Absolutely amazing. But what I also want to say to you is I feel that spirit is going to be also guiding you in a slightly different direction. So you'll have that program, you'll have those clients, but all of a sudden you are actually going to be, you're actually going to be tapping into the wealth of the nervous system. It's like you are regulating everything and bringing in abundance. And it is wealth. It is talking about money. People need that. They need to understand it. When they get regulated themselves, that is when things will go smooth for them. And you're going to be also helping people, your clients, all around the world. I keep hearing that, all around the world, to do that. And I think that is incredible. Absolutely incredible.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Do you have any questions about that?
It really lands for me. And as I mentioned, I'm wanting to expand. Yes. And I love that worldwide keeps coming up for you.
Mm-hmm.
And just this greater connection to all that is. And
absolutely.
And I'm excited to find out how that looks in a year from now.
It's going to be sooner than a year, because you're already started on that path. And it's just going to be a natural progression for you to learn, for you to teach, for you to learn, for you to teach. And it's just going to be this back and forth kind of exchange. And you're like changing things for people. You're changing their mindset about themselves. And I'm going back to that internal inheritance. It's like you're also going to be some sort of a counselor for them in things that are beyond what you would be talking about for, let's move the money here, let's move the money there. You're going to be that light for them in their changing. And that's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
I love that.
Oh, so on that note, where can people find you?
People can find me at wayintowealth.com.
Okay.
is my website. And my email is Melissa, Melissa, at wayintowealth.com.
Oh, that's perfect. That's perfect. We will also make sure our listeners have all the information to be able to find you and definitely get plugged into you, because it's something that I can feel and see and sense. Again, worldwide. It's beautiful. I wish you could see what I could see in my head, but it's worldwide.
Thank you for sharing that with me. And I welcome anyone who this resonates with. I'd love to talk to more people about it. This is what I love,
Absolutely.
excited about. So
That's great. That's awesome. Very awesome. So thank you everyone for listening into this episode and getting plugged into the Rhonda Effect. If you like what you heard, be sure to hit the subscribe button and never miss an episode. If you are on Instagram or YouTube, dial in and stay connected real time. This is always a fun place to be, and you'll always find me here outside the podcast. And yes, you can DM me anytime you want to learn about my intuitive coaching, where we dive into your higher self and finding what lights you up and what your inner wisdom speaking. So until next time, keep your light shining so bright that the world needs sunglasses.
Thank you for tuning into the Rhonda Effect. I'm Rhonda Arnott, and I am honored to have shared this journey with you today. As we wrap up this episode, remember that the power of intuition and the connection with spirit are always within you, guiding and empowering you. In this age of intuition, it's more important than ever to trust your inner wisdom and embrace the unseen forces that can propel you to new heights. Keep exploring, keep questioning, and most importantly, keep listening to that inner voice that knows the way. If you found today's episode inspiring, I encourage you to subscribe, leave a review, and share this with all your friends who are ready to awaken their own intuitive powers. And if you're looking for more ways to deepen your connection with spirit and step into your full potential, head on over to Instagram, find me at rhonda.arnott, and send me a DM. Until then, stay tuned, stay connected, and remember, the magic of intuition is always at your fingertips. This is Rhonda Arnott, and you've been listening to The Rhonda Effect. See you next time.